Alright guys, so I've found a way on how you can transfer a lot of upgrades into a god tier ship, and from my testing it seems to have completely stuck. Also, this works best for something called a reverse god tier. Now, as we know, a god tier ship is a normal mechanical ship with living ship components that absolutely decimate the competition. So the reverse god tier is the opposite to that. It is a living ship with normal mechanical ship components, and this gives some amazing results as well. So let's get into today's video. I'm going to show you how to keep all your upgrades, and I'm going to show you the reverse god tier while we're at it. So the first thing you want to do is go to an outlaw station. When you go into a teleportation terminal, you want to look for the outlaw station. Now, if you click on a random station, and if it has the skull and it says pirate controlled in the conflict menu down at the bottom right hand side, that is where there is guaranteed to be an outlaw station. If it just says something different, like conflict level is high or whatever the case may be, chances are it's just a normal space station, and that's not what we're looking for here today. So once you are at an outlaw station, there is a few things you need to know. Now, the first thing you need to know is you're going to need a sacrificial ship, a normal mechanical ship, but this ship needs to have all of your upgrades inside of it. So that's all of the upgrades that you want to transfer over to the living ship. The second thing you need to know, the glitch will only work if you land your living ship or any ship you want to make into a god tier on those two landing pads that I've just pointed to. If you land on any other landing pads, you need to fly out and fly back in again until you get one of those two spots. The third thing you need to know is you need to spawn in your freighter, and you need to put it as close as possible to the outlaw station. If it's too far away, again, the glitch will not work. Once you've done all that and you've landed in one or two spots, this is when the glitch can begin. So first of all, we're going to land our living ship. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is have a look at the internals. So you can see this is just an S-class living ship. All 48 slots are unlocked. Other than that, there's nothing else that I have done to this living ship. Fantastic. So now the next thing we need to do is wait for an NPC ship to come and land. It doesn't matter what ship it is, what class it is, as long as it lands and you can buy it, that's all you need to know. So there is an NPC ship that has just landed. It's a nice little hauler. Fantastic. So we're going to find where the pilot is. We're going to start up that dialogue, and then what we need to do is go to make an offer, negotiate price. Now for me, I can claim it for free, or in your case, you're going to go ahead and buy it for however many units it is. Now this next part is the tricky part. What we need to do is go ahead and sell the ship that you've gone ahead and bought. You want to claim the scrap worth. Now you've got around about 3 seconds that once it sells to jump in your actual living ship or whatever ship it is you're trying to make a god tier. Now you'll know that you've done this stage correctly because there will be another ship from your actual ship collection that will spawn in its place, and anything that does spawn there will automatically get copied over into, for example, my living ship or whatever ship it is you're trying to make into a god tier. Now that won't stay, and that doesn't count. It's just part of the glitch to this point. It's not the final product. So the next thing you need to go ahead and do is jump into the ship that appears out of your inventory. Not the ship you're trying to make into a god tier, but the ship that appears. Once you do that, you're gonna get into it and fly off into space. So I hope that makes sense. Once you fly off into space, you're gonna go and land on your freighter. This is where now we need to go and collect our sacrificial ship. Now remember, this ship has to have all of the upgrades you want to transfer over to a god tier, because if it's not in this ship, it will not stick. You can't then add it in later because it will disappear later. I hope that makes sense. So here we go. We're going to go over, and I've got one of my sacrificial solar ships that I've completely kitted out to the teeth with every single imaginable upgrade for a normal mechanical ship. So once you're in that ship, you're going to fly out into space, and then you're going to go back over and land in the space station, or the outlaw station, should I say. Again, when you're starting to land now, it doesn't matter where you land. At this stage, that's it. You can land at any point. It doesn't matter. So in my case, I'm going to land right here at the front and center, which is fantastic. The next thing we're going to do is jump out of this sacrificial ship now, because as far as I'm concerned, it no longer exists. Now, when we jump into our new God tier ship, or in my case, a reverse God tier, all of those items from that ship will have automatically have transferred over, and they would have stuck, which is absolutely fantastic. So now I have everything. What we need to do though, is before we start doing any testing, is we need to go to the freighter, land, jump out, and then jump back in again. That is so important, because if you don't do that again, nothing will stick and you'll have to reinstall everything every time. There we go. We've made the save point, and now the glitch is complete. We can go ahead and install living ship technology back into this living ship, and it'll also have the bonus of having the mechanical ship parts. So here we go. I've installed a photon cannon, and instead of the laser being green like you would expect, it's now a very luminous and very bright blue, and it has all of the same DPS that you'll find in a God tier ship, which means taking out all of these traveling armadas or traveling ships, you can completely take them out with absolute ease and precision. And the best thing is, nothing can challenge you. There's literally nothing in this game right now when you're in a God tier ship that can take you down, unless you come across another player with a God tier ship. So I mean guys, there we have it. It's quick, it's easy, it's efficient, and now we can keep all of our upgrades. So I am one very happy Gek right now. I'm even so happy I'm going to land directly on top of my freighter and have a bit of a party. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below whether or not you use a God tier ship. Are you going to make a reverse God tier? If so, let me know if it's working for you on console, if you're using PC, even if you're using something like the Switch. If it's working for you, let me know in the comment section down below. Also guys, if you need any help whatsoever with these kind of glitches, go ahead and join my Discord. I will have a link for that in the video description down below. As always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now. Massive thanks to my Patreons. As you can see, their glorious names on the Patreon wall. You there, you want to show off which faction is best? Well, now you can with exclusive stickers you'll only find over on my Patreon. Grab yourself a Gek Nation Corvex or Viking Nation sticker. Slap it on your desk, slap it on your PC, even slap it on the bumper of your car and let the whole world know that you love stickers. So what are you waiting for? Link in the video description.